In today's video, I'm going to show you how to change your oil easier, faster, and cleaner than any other method. Now, the best part of all is you can change your oil on things like power equipment in under just 2 minutes. We're going to change the oil on 2 different types of machines so you can see how this pump works, and they're all going to start the same way. You want to let the machine warm up for a few minutes so that the oil will drain a lot easier. Next, you want to remove the dipstick and set it aside. Now, these are going to vary a little bit model to model, but most of them are set up the same way. And this is the tool we're going to use. It's called an oil extractor pump. Some people call them vacuum pumps. Take the hose that's included with the extractor and insert it in that hole as far as it'll go. And the next step you do here is to pump up the handle between 3 and 4 times. You don't need to pump the whole time. You just do it a few times to get the vacuum started. And this goes really fast, so you'll see how quickly that oil gets sucked right out, and now you're just pulling air into the pump, so you're done. That hose may drip a little bit of oil, so this is a clever design. They've even put a little hook here so that you can hang it up when you're done. Next, we've got to just refill the generator with clean oil. Now, it's easy to do if you use one of these special caps. You can get these at an auto parts store, and they're designed to be used for differential oil. But when you put them on a regular bottle of oil like this, you can put your finger over the end, and when you get it inside the generator, you can just squirt it right in. Now, you don't need a funnel, and it saves a lot of time and cleanup. Always follow your manufacturer's instructions, but for Hondas, you're going to put enough oil in until it comes to the bottom of the threads. And in less than 1 minute, you're completely done changing the oil. But what do you do if you don't have that type of drain plug the way the generator did? Well, if you've got a machine like this, you're always going to have some type of a dipstick, and you just use the thinner hose that comes with the oil extractor, and you insert it down all the way until you get as far as you can go, and now just do the same thing. Pump it up 3 to 4 times and let it sit, and you'll see that the oil will be drawn right out of the machine. The rest of the method is exactly the same, and the same tool can really help save you some time. These come in multiple sizes. Now, I chose to get one of the bigger ones because I take care of a lot of equipment, so this will hold quite a bit, but eventually you've got to empty it out. Now, if you live somewhere where you can bring this container, you might be able to pour it right into a recycle bin. Or in my case, I need to put it into smaller jugs so that I can bring it to a recycle center. And this is easy to do because, as you can see here, it just pours right out of the extractor, and now I can take it somewhere to safely dispose of the oil. And if you get one of these, this is how changing your oil will go every single time. You can also use it for things like extracting power steering fluid, brake fluid, transmission fluid, because those tubes can get into places that sometimes other tools can't. Now, I'm all for DIY projects, but those other YouTube videos where you make your own extractor pump just won't work long term. They're likely to spill oil, and if you add up all of the hoses, fittings, and jars that you need, you're going to spend more money than a tool that'll do a better job like this. The big question you might be wondering is, will this pump get out as much oil as if you use the drain plug on the machine because you want to get out every drop? Well, the real answer is your drain plug doesn't get out every drop. Drain plugs are almost always located on the side of the bottom of the machine. They're set from the bottom about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch higher than the bottom of the machine. Oftentimes the extractor pump, because it'll go down the dipstick tube, can actually get to the very bottom of the machine, and that means it will get out more oil than you oftentimes can get with a drain plug, but other types of equipment it may not work as well. And in my experience using the extractor pump, you'll almost always get 85 to 95% of all the oil out. And because this is so fast and easy, you're going to do it way more often. So I hope you liked this video, got you to think a little bit and see a tool that you might consider for the future. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're not already for more videos coming up.